Welcome to On Fighting in Thailand, the best news and analysis covering the economics and infrastructure of Muay Thai. I'm Matt Lucas, journalist, commentator, and ex-Muay Thai fighter. Make stronger fighters, make stronger people. Today we will be talking to Game PK Saenchai, Ognjen topic, and Stefan Korodi as part of our series on gym history, specifically PK Saenchai Muay Thai gym. If you'd like to reach me, you can follow me on Instagram, MattLucasBKK, or reach me via email, a.matt.lucas@gmail.com. Thanks to everyone that has supported me so far, sharing the podcast, leaving reviews. If you'd like to leave a review, that would be super helpful. You can do so on the iTunes store. I personally want to thank a few people: Vinny Scotto, Patrick Rivera, Dave Brooks, Sean Madden, Wooddell, Galano, Chris Tran, and a few others for helping me getting going when I broke my camera. Hopefully I can get some new content out soon. Also, after years of hard work, studying, and being in the game, I published a book on fighting in Thailand, a guide to the sport in the motherland. The guide goes over scoring, matchmaking, picking a gym, fight styles, and more. It also includes a series of interviews with expat fighters like Michael Savas, Willie Whipple, Lisa Brealey, Angela Chang, and others. You can get your copy of On Fighting in Thailand via Amazon in paperback or ebook. Thanks as always also to my sponsors, Nak Muay Legends, for their continued support of the show. They create some great Muay Thai apparel with portions of the proceeds going back to the legends they celebrate. All the superstars have been paid for their images as well. You can check out their gear at www.nakmuaylegends.com. Use On Fighting to get 15% off your order. Thanks as always to Patrick Rivera for helping me getting this show started as well. He's been doing a lot with the Muay Thai business community lately and helping out a lot of people develop and stick it through these hard times. So a little bit of background: PK Saenchai Muay Thai Gym was opened in 2006. With a real all-star cast of characters, Wan Chalong, of course Saenchai Muay Thai, and a few others. I talked to Game, who is the facility director, about the gym, and also Ognjen Topic and Stefan Korodi, both of whom are long-term expat fighters out of the gym. So without further ado, thank you so much for coming on the show today, Game. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So why did you and the family decide to open the gym, and where is it?
Actually, I'm not the founder of the gym. My father, Saenchai, he loves about Muay Thai. That's why he decided to open a gym.
Mm-hmm.
And the gym is near the Bangkok district, close to the Chao Phraya River, Ramati Road.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find it, you can search the place on Google Maps. It will bring you here for sure.
Cool. And before it was a gym, what did your father do?
My father, Saenchai, started with car accessories shop before he opening the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good at that time because many people like to change stuff on the car, such as like radios, speakers, and headlights, or something else. But after 3 years of that, it wasn't good anymore because the new generation of car had a great facility for customers. So my father had to shut down the business and start something new. He figured out to open a Muay Thai gym by himself because he knows how to manage a gym and fighters. So that's how he decided to start the gym.
And obviously PK Saenchai started with a lot of big name fighters. Why did you choose to start with the fighters you did?
Because Saenchai is the biggest name in Muay Thai, well known in Thailand and outside. So it was obvious to start the gym with him. And more famous fighter at that time, like Saenchai, was a young kid with very big potential. My father know with hard work, he was born for a superstar also. Once along, same as Saenchai, one of the biggest names in Thailand, with all belts in multiple weight classes in all the major stadiums. And Pakon was Fighters of the Year, fighting at the highest level with all the other legends. Also Chokdi is a real fighter as he fights to support his family, and he also has the willing to train hard and fight with heart, as he never gives up to his work location. He is here.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, along with a lot of the superstar fighters, you brought a lot of trainers, or have them. You have about 9 trainers. Can you just introduce some of the trainers as well?
Okay. We have about 9 trainers in the gym. First one, Khu Wang. He is Saenchai's trainer and more Thai fighters. Khu Pachai, his style is good for international style boxing. Khu Anurak, his style is to use elbow correctly. Khu Ten, his style is Muayฝีมือ. He knows how to counter opponents. Khu Son, he was Saenchai's trainer and Muay Thai now. Khu Bia and Khu Fang is about technical of knee. Khu Chan, this style is punching and kicking. Khu Det Duang, his style is focusing on low kick heavy. I would say it's too much for one gym, but we have over 40 fighters in the gym. So actually it's not enough sometimes. But we separate time to train in the morning and in the afternoon.
And do you have a head trainer at the gym?
No? I think not.
And who is Picorn's trainer?
Actually, Khu Son.
And how would you describe the training at PK in comparison to other gyms?
I would say other gyms, they have training the same as PK, like kicking, punching, low kick, something like that. But we have shooting, they don't have. We have a lot of famous fighters. You can find another gym with so many superstars. If you would like to improve your skill, we can teach all what you want, one by one. We don't separate Thais and foreigners because I want everyone to feel like a part of the gym. We are welcome everybody who wants to improve itself. And the last thing, if you would like to fight like Lumini and Lasdamnen Stadium or anywhere, we can definitely fight for you.
And the gym has done well over the last few years, but could you talk a bit about how the gym has done?
As you know, we have joined in one championship a few years as Muay Thai, Kongsak, Lodlek, and Pongsilit. And I hope in the near future we will have more fighters to sign with one championship. And we have programs in Japan as well. So we got award Gym of the Year 2018. And Saenchai Pakon as well. So we got Fighter of the Year 2019 as Channel 7 Stadium.
Yeah, that's quite good. What notable fights have you had out of the gym?
We had so many big fights to talk about, but some special ones, like Saenchai fought with Gulab Dam and got 6 million from bet. And at at Lumpini Stadium 2 years ago. And when Pongsley accepted to fight in One Championship in just 2 days with Penmore, that's what incredible for him and the gym. And Saenchai got the belt 120 pounds Lumpini Stadium from Petsaman. Also Wan Chalong got the belt from Petpusang at Channel 7 Stadium.
And who won the bout between Saenchai and Kulabdam?
What?
ใครชนะSaenchai หรือKulabdam?
Saenchai.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And a lot of money.
Yeah. The most.
Yeah, it's a lot. So you talked a little bit off air, but how much does the gym cost normally?
We have monthly promotion including accommodation, food and training, which cost 32,000 baht for 1 month, and daily 500 baht for one-time training. Or you want only training, we also have 1 or 2 weeks course and motorbike rent. If you want more information, you can send a message to our Instagram.
You also, PK Saenchai also has a show / promotion at Lumpini regularly. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. We have started to make shows 4 years ago by Saenchai Taelungryung, Siakap. PK Saenchai at Lumpini Stadium, we can get the shows almost every month. And in PK Saenchai, we always have fighters from the gym who fight as well, because it will improve the skills and give opportunity for who want to fight as standard stadiums in Thailand, like Topic, Stefan, and Isaku. Yeah.
And you said your father opened the gym. How did you personally get involved?
After I graduated from university, I came to help my father because he started the gym, and this job is so challenging for me. Also, I was free at that time, so why not?
And what did you get your degree in, and where did you go to school?
I got degree from University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce and about advertising.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what is your specific job at the gym?
My job is to take care of the Thai fighters when they fight abroad, and foreigners who come to train, and to make sure that we have rooms for those who want to stay.
Obviously you've spent some time in the Muay Thai world. What do you like about Muay Thai?
I think Muay Thai is like a part of my life. It's hard to separate it out because it's my passion right now. When my fighters are going to win or lost, I would like to train with them. I always support you and am beside you no matter what.
And you've recently had more foreign fighters come in. What do you like about having foreigners at the gym?
Honestly, I'm very happy when the gym has a lot of foreigners, because that means everything I have done is work, and it's going to go up like a tree. And I would like to say, when you are at the gym, you will feel like real family, because we will do everything to make you happy while being in the gym.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Game.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So thank you, Stefan, for coming on the show today. I appreciate you taking your time out. How are you doing?
Thanks, I'm fine. Thanks for inviting me. It's really nice to come here.
Yeah, awesome. So you've been at PK Saenchai for about a year. Why did you join the gym, and what is it like?
Yeah, like I'm now 1 year and 1 month, and to be honest, like I knew that it's the best gym, the best trainers, the best fighters, but I thought for the first time before I come that it's gonna be way too expensive for me, and it's just I cannot make it. But as soon as I text them, then they was like straight away like I'm part of them. They were looking after me. It was just like the best choice I could make to come to PK. And after I come, even more, they take me part of their family, and they look after me like same as for the other fighters. Like
So, since you started at PK about a year ago, where have you fought, and what has that been like?
since I started, I fought around 7 times. I'm not sure, 7 9 times, and I fought mainly in Lumpini and twice in Super Champ.
Mm-hmm.
I fought in all of the own promotions in Lumpini,
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
And how would you describe the gym? What is it like?
It's different than the gyms in Europe, definitely, but it's kind of, I would say, the same as like any other Thai gyms, except that over here, all the fighters, all the trainers, they take you straight away as part of a group. They don't look like you are a money bag or anything like that. They look, oh, you are a person, you come to train, you want to learn more Muay Thai, and everybody's there to help you. Absolutely everybody, even the best fighters.
And PK has a whole list of great fighters. You've seen a lot of them fight, correct?
Yeah, I see all of them.
Yeah, can you talk about seeing some of the guys fight, like Saenchai Muay Thai and or Chokti?
Yeah. So the first time when I see Saenchai fighting, I was just like, I was staying beside the ring, and I was
Where did he fight, and who was it?
in Lumpini against Chucharon,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just beautiful. It was just I just watched it, and I couldn't say anything. It was just like so beautiful. Like I cannot even explain how beautiful it was. Like watching Chogdi fight, it's just mental.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to fight. He loves to do throw elbows, get elbowed, to smile at him, and just elbow back again.
And where has he fought? He's fought at Channel 7?
Yeah, Channel 7, Lumpini as well.
Mm-hmm. And then what about some of the other guys like Muay Thai and Wangchelong?
Yeah, I see Muay Thai in both of the one championship events in Bangkok. Both of the times he won,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like, he's amazing. Like, he just not gonna give up. Like, doesn't matter what, he's gonna walk at you forward, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. And Wang Chalong, he's the same. He's crazy as well, but it's funny as well to watch him.
Mm-hmm.
But Wang Chalong in the gym as well, he's just like, the gym without him would be just boring. With him, it's just absolutely madness and funny. Like, you can just love him.
Uh-huh. Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to say about PK while we're talking about it?
It's like just the best gym. If you want to get better, you want to do something, you need to come to PK.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Topic, for coming on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So you've been at PK Saenchai off and on for about a year. Why did you initially decide to join the gym?
That was for me, that was the best fitting gym that I found. There were others right before I chose PK Saenchai, but I think PK Saenchai housed the most amount of elite level fighters, and so that's where I wanted to go.
Can you name off some of the fighters there at the moment, or some of the elite level fighters you're referencing?
Yeah, one of the best is in Thailand right now is Saenchai. Then you have Muay Thai, Gao Na, and there's a few others.
So how long have you been there exactly now?
Yeah, I think in total a year. I've been going there for, I think, since like 2018. But I would go there for like 3 months, then come back, and then I would stay in America for about a month, make some money, and then go back again for 3 months. And this time I was there the longest, 6 months, which I think I'm gonna start doing from now on, as soon as this situation is over.
And can you just give a sort of a physical description of the gym for people that haven't been there before?
Yeah, it's a huge open space. I don't know the square footage exactly, but it's very big, and there's 5 rings now. There used to be 4 when I first got there, and then once a lot more foreigners started coming in, they added a 5th ring.
And I know you said that PK fit a lot of your criteria for a gym, but how is it different from other gyms?
Well, just the fact that it has that many elite level fighters, and not just elite level fighters, but champions as well. And that's exactly what I was looking for when I was going back, because there is a difference between, let's say, a high level fighter and then an elite level fighter, and those are the minute details that I was looking for, whether it's timing or feints or faking, and those are things that really set you apart at a high level, because it's very simple to learn the sport because it's so simple. So everybody knows how to throw a jab, straight right, and a kick, but it's very difficult to put that into practice and perfect it. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I chose, and I think that's what makes this gym different from some of the other gyms. Not saying that some of the other gyms don't have the same qualities, but PK Saenchai just has more of it because of the amount of fighters that they have.
And are you that familiar with the gym's history itself? And if so, can you talk about it a little bit?
Not much. I think the gym is about 6 or 7 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe PK Saenchai, it was friends with Saenchai, and obviously he had Saenchai come to the gym, and they just kept the name ever since then. And Saenchai comes around every once in a while, and then schools all of us, no matter who he's in the ring with, and that's it. He teaches us, and yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that.
And since you've been there off and on for about a year, what changes have you seen, and what sort of is the direction that the gym is going in?
Well, when I first came there, I was the only one. There was a couple of foreigners who live in Thailand, but they just come there recreationally. So I was basically the only foreigner that was there, for the morning and the evening training for a while. I would say for the first like 4 or 5 months. But when I got there, I told whoever was running the gym at the time. This was before Game started. Game is PK's son, by the way. This is before he started taking over, I guess, the manager duties. And so I told them that I'll help them promote the gym online and on Instagram for a discounted rate. So they helped me out with that, and I started promoting it, and that's when a lot more foreigners started coming in. Although I do think they do have a connection with some of the Japanese promoters, so Japanese fighters would come in there every once in a while, and I think Chinese as well. But
I believe Tawanchai has fought on some Japanese promotions along with Sua Kim, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sua Kim definitely fought on a lot of the promotions. I think he's still actually in the 57 kilogram tournament that was supposed to happen, I think, just last month or this month, but obviously it was canceled.
Yeah, and Stefan Korodi was slated to fight in a kickboxing fight in Japan as well, but I think it got pushed back. So you've been around a lot of the champion fighters and seen them fight a lot. Can you describe some of the fights that you've seen or been a part of? I know you've gone to Channel 7 to see Chokdi fight before.
Yeah, I saw. I think it was the third and last fight with Saenchai and Gulabdam. That was the one in Lumpini Stadium. I've seen Gao Na and Superlek fight, and that was that one championship show at Rajasthan Stadium. That was a good show. That was a good fight as well. And I don't know. I mean, I've seen all the guys fight live pretty much that are at the gym.
Do you remember if the Saenchai Kulabdam fight was the 6 million baht fight or not?
Yeah, that was the one. That was the last one.
What was it like?
Yeah. It was exciting. It was a very good fight. Full of excitement as usual, and it was at Lumpini Stadium, so the stadium was filled up as well. But yeah, it was a good fight for Saenchai.
Yeah, he took the win and the 6 million baht side bet as well.
Yeah.
What can you just talk a little bit about how the gym and training is structured?
Yeah, in the morning, mornings are pretty light. We all go out for a run at around 6 a.m. at a nearby park. We do that for about an hour. Then we come back. We need a bag. We do, knee in the bag, weights, stretch, sometimes spar, light sparring. And then whoever has a fight coming up within about 2 weeks is hitting pads in the morning as well. And then you go eat, you go to sleep or do whatever you need to do. And then the afternoon session starts around 3:30 p.m. We start with a light run, come back, then you wrap up, get ready. You get called for either bag work or you get called for pads. If it's a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday, then we do boxing sparring, and that's it. I mean, that's Monday through Saturday. That's the schedule.
Mm-hmm. And who is your trainer there? Are you working with the same person all the time?
Yeah, when I have a fight coming up, it's with a couple of different guys. It's with Ajahn Song, who trained Saenchai for 10 years at 13 Coins, and I can't believe I just went blank. Forgot my other trainer's name.
Is it Wong? The
Yeah, P1.
Yeah.
You know when that happens when somebody asks you?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse.
So can you tell me a little bit about training with John Son? I'm pretty familiar myself with P Wang. Just seeing him around. He's sort of the head trainer of the gym, correct?
Ajahn Son is the head trainer. P Wang, I would say, is like the right under him.
And then what is training with Song like?
It's similar to P1. The way he has you doing, the multiple kicks, and it's so brutal. But then when you actually fight, the fight is cardiovascularly is so much easier. I mean, they bring you up to such a high level of conditioning that when you actually fight, it's really not that exhausting. So I mean, both their styles are similar. Both kind of like technical style pad holders. So that's pretty much it. Lots of kicks, I would say, with both guys.
And you mentioned your fights. How many times have you fought out of PK Saenchai now, and what were those bouts like?
I think about maybe 4 to 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure. All the fights that I had in Lumpini, I won.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2 fights that I had one championship, I lost.
Mm-hmm.
But that has nothing to do with the gym or the training. That's just what the situation was like.
Yeah. Can you describe your bouts at Lumpini? Because those are perhaps a little more different than the one championship bouts that are a little more highly publicized.
Yeah, they're very different. Just fighting with 5 rounds makes a big difference and sets a different type of style and pace for the fight. So I much prefer fighting 5 rounds than I do 3 rounds.
And you've done 5-round bouts in America. What is the difference between doing those and doing them at Lumpini, particularly on the PK Saenchai promotion?
I think the biggest difference is are much more competent and they just know how to. I guess they just know what to do. You know, I mean, they've been doing this for such a long time. For example, let's say if 2 fighters are stuck on the ropes in a clinch, and the referee wants to pull them off of the ropes, right? In America, what the referee would do is he would pull the rope towards him, and swing the rope. And in that case, you can't do that because both of the fighters are going to end up falling down. Or one of the fighters who is maybe stronger in a fight or in that round might fall down because of the referee's mistake, and now he looks bad to the judges because he just fell down. And there's a big that means something in Thailand when somebody loses balance and falls down. But if it's because of the ref and maybe the judge didn't see that and he thinks the fighter actually made him fall, now it looks very bad on me. Now I have to climb back up to get my points. Whereas in Thailand, it's done in a more subtle way, something like that. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense to me.
Yeah, so I mean, it's things like that just give you a headache, and not only that, but when you're fighting in Thailand, it doesn't matter if it's Lumpini Stadium or any other stadium. It's all streamlined. All referees, all judges are pretty much going to be the same exact way. And before the fight is over, obviously everybody knows who won the fight, who lost. So that's how well the judging is in Thailand. Here in America, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna get a good outcome, sometimes a bad outcome. I mean, I always liked it when Koban and Kansak would referee or judge, because then I'm confident that they know what to look for, and not only that, but they know how to behave as a referee in the ring.
So does fighting at the stadiums make you a lot more confident in terms of your skill set and how you're fighting?
Yeah, so much more, because I don't have to guess if these guys are going to like low kicks more, or if they're going to like punches more. As in America. But in Thailand, I mean, everything's going to be streamlined, and you know exactly what the referees are going to be looking for, and that's that. I mean, it varies slightly from stadium to stadium. Lumpini favors more fighters that move forward. Rajdamnern Stadium favors more of a technical style fight. But that's not like such a big deal. I mean, if a guy, somebody like a puncher that moves forward at Ognjen and he's doing well, he's gonna win no matter what.
Yeah, like Ratong or someone.
Right, exactly. So that's the difference.
And going back to PK, how do you think they've influenced your career? I know it hasn't been that long, but have you seen an influence on your career so far? And then secondly, your style of fighting.
Yeah, well, the style of fighting is still the same. That's not really gonna change. I think maybe I added more punches to my repertoire by being at PK Saenchai. But that's not anything that me and my coaches here haven't been working on. I think it just kind of like pushed me in that direction more, being at PK Saenchai. And then as far as other influences, I think they definitely got me to a better and higher level as a fighter.
Mm-hmm. So wrapping things up, was there anything that you want to talk about in terms of PK Saenchai that you haven't already?
Not that I could think of.
Okay.
I mean, I think I pretty much covered everything that there is to cover.
Cool. Well, I appreciate your time, Topic. So that concludes the interviews with Game, Stefan, and Ognjen. It was good to hear from them, obviously. PK Saenchai, while it does have a very, very large stadium, is still relatively new in the fight game. You look at gyms like Kip Pontip, that's been open for about 10 years. Pet Indie, even longer. Of course, Fairtex, 20, 30 years. So there's a lot of gyms that sort of open and really make an impact on the scene. I think PK is one of them because of the heavy hitters it carries. It's also really interesting to see them develop the foreigner side. So we'll see how things go with that. But obviously having fighters like Ognjen and Stefan is a really good positive step in the right direction, I think. So that wraps this episode up for the week. Things out here in Thailand are going well. The lockdown is lightening up right now. Slow transition into work. Some things are open, most things are still closed. Travel between provinces is somewhat limited. On the bright side, it looks like tentatively mid-June the stadiums will open back up. That's if the case count of COVID still stays relatively low and things are still progressing in a positive manner. So, of course, we'll see what happens with that, but it would obviously be great to have the Muay Thai capital of the world open to Muay Thai again. So that wraps up things for today. As always, this has been I'm Fighting in Thailand, the best news and analysis covering the economics and infrastructure of Muay Thai. I'm Matt Lucas, journalist, commentator, and ex-Muay Thai fighter. Make stronger fighters, make stronger people.